Okay. I mean, there are many moments in our life when we get triggered or challenged. No? It's some maybe in our personal relation with our partner, in our partnership, with our children when they are very agitated or let's say wild or whatever, and also in our workflow. And for this to really change yourself in all of this, it is very important that you learn to be, let's say, you learn to observe yourself. You start to become aware of your different sensations, and you're not anymore, let's say, only running on your automatic reactions. When you learn through meditative practice to strengthen your nervous system, to strengthen your self-awareness, actually in the moments you are triggered or things get agitated, you almost have a little gap, a little space in between you and your reaction. You become more aware that something is happening, and you start to react towards it. And by being able to stay still, you can learn to, we call it, contain it. You allow this to happen, but you maintain observing. You're not following those impulses, but you're also not suppressing them. And in this openness and this letting things happen, you will start to, let's say, sometimes we say you start to unlock or release certain patterns of emotional reaction or obsessive reaction, and you can actually deal with, in these moments, with the challenge in a more, let's say, stable or still way, or almost like you get a second choice. No, you're not anymore only reactive, but you can decide if in this moment you want to act out that impulse, or if you maybe it will be more helpful to deal with this situation in a different way. But to be able to recognize that different way, you really need a strong inner stability. No? Because these habitual impulses, usually they have an incredible strong pull. They really pull you towards doing things in a certain way, to reacting in a certain way, or following emotions in a certain way, which when you look at your life, you can see certain patterns of reactiveness which are repeating themselves. And usually we think, well, there's no way out. I need to really, really be strong. But actually, it's more like you really need to be relaxed. And in this relaxed openness, which also is not like a weak relaxed openness. No, it has a certain inner, let's say, core strength. And in this strength, in this stability, you actually start to have a choice. And you will see that you start to act differently. And what I experience for myself is when I have this presence and this stability, especially, for example, with kids, they immediately feel secure. They can really feel that you are coming from a very deep core strength. And in some way, this gives, especially to children, a very deep space of being seen and being safe with you. And this by itself already calms them down. And in the same way you see this with children, you also will see this in your partnership and with your colleagues and so on and so forth. Because people sense you mainly in your own inner stability. And when you have that, you will see that the flow in your relations and interconnections will go through, quite a deep transformation.
Jesu ji lakwa